I know most people don't really care about my opinion, but I wanted to share it anyway. Alright, real quick, I want to talk about something. When a lot of people start barrel racing, they see these girls that have these nice horses, nice trailers, all this really nice stuff, and they immediately get intimidated and think, well, I'm not as good as she is because I don't have that nicest stuff. That's so not true. Let me show you something. This head stall is being held together with a hair tie. It's missing a star and gems, and this crown piece, it doesn't match, does it? And that's because this crown piece really goes to this head stall, and this head stall is being held together with a throat latch. Those two head stalls, they don't look that nice. They've been beat up, and they're being held together by bits and pieces of random stuff, but they still work very well. That head stall, this head stall, I run Dash in this. This is his main head stall, and it clearly still works. You don't need the nicest things to get the job done. I realize he's not in frame. I've tried my hardest to find a spot in here with good lighting and his place to set my phone down. And I hope you can hear this. Say hello. Hi. Anyway, so I was thinking about a few things tonight. Maybe if we go back up. Ah, there we go. Okay, so, or not. I was thinking about a few things tonight. A few things that I want to share. A lot of the time, you see girls or guys, people who mainly barrel race, they always stay in the arena and they're always schooling their horses on the same things over and over again. Barrels. They're always in the arena. Oh, I gotta practice barrels. I gotta practice barrels. Like I need to do this different drill, this new drill. But honestly, you should be switching it up all the time. Try something new. Like tonight, Dash and I worked on reining patterns, stops, and spins. I want him to be able to do more than just run barrels. He does breakaway. We work cattle. If you saw my little video of us branding, we brand. But he's also a fantastic barrel horse. Get your horses out of the arena. Horses, if you listen to Kathleen Daigle, she's awesome. Go listen to The Gauge, the podcast. She was on there. She was talking about, and this is very true, horses hate being in the arena. They'd much rather be out on the desert, on the trails, in the mountain. Do that. Get them out of the freaking arena. How would you like it if you did the same thing over and over and over again? You wouldn't like it. You'd get bored. I think he can see himself. He's finally paying attention. I think he can see himself. So, I know that was a lot of rambling, but basically, get your horse out of the arena, go up into the mountains, work on more than just running barrels or whatever event you do. Do more with your horses, teach them more. And if you ever have to sell them, then they could be worth more because then they're disciplined in more than just one area. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot, splint boots, protection boots, SMBs, whatever. They're pretty crucial for high-speed events because the tendons in horses' legs, there's a cool video, I'll probably try and insert it in here. When a horse's leg comes forward and hits the other leg, let me show you something. Ooh. Okay, so if his back leg were to come and hit right here, when his leg is fully extended and there's all that weight on here, it'll snap that. It'll look like a knife blade just went and sliced it. So support boots are pretty important.
A horse's leg works like a pogo stick, compressing and recoiling. When a leg hits the ground, the downward forces cause the fetlock joint to drop to an almost horizontal position, absorbing some of the shock. Tendons running down the back of the leg act like springs, stretching to allow the joint to drop, but preventing it from collapsing. The stretched tendons store elastic energy, which propels the leg into the next stride. This allows the horse to move as fast as possible, expending the least amount of energy, while cushioning the leg from impact. So Alan, we've now got a leg at gallop, fully loaded. What if another leg hits the back of the tendon through the very thin skin?
Oh, that tendon's under load and it will really break quite easily. I'll just, with a scalpel, come around the back here. Wow. And that's what would happen in your overreach.
Wow.
End of racing career.
They keep your horses sound and safe. Let's see if I can set this back up here. Whoa, look at that. But with sport boots, make sure to find the correct size so they're not burning your horses, not getting a whole bunch of dirt in there. There's good airflow. I personally do not like to keep my boots on my horses a long time because if you keep them on there too long, their tendons get hot. Anyway, it's not good. So I'll put my boots on after I've done my warm-up, or halfway through the warm-up, I'll put my boots on. As soon as we're done running, loosen cinch, take boots off. You don't want your horse's legs overheating. Don't do that. What do you see? Do you see the dog? You see the dog. So, yeah, make sure to wear the right kind of sport boot that you need. Make sure to have the right kind of leg protection you need for the event you're doing. And make sure not to overheat your horse's legs. If you're using polo wraps, make sure that you know how to wrap them correctly so you don't damage your horse's tendons. You can cripple a horse very easily if you don't know what you're doing. Hind boots. Not all horses need hind boots. Hind boots are for horses that are really using their back end and they're burning themselves on their hocks back there. You can't see it, but so if you have a horse that's really using their hind ends and they're tending to burn themselves, you might want to get a pair of hind boots. Especially if you're going really fast, and like reiners have a sort of boot on their horses to help keep them from getting burned. So you can use those as well. What else have I seen lately? Nothing at the moment to talk about. Remember that your horse is not a machine. They do have feelings. They may be animals, but they communicate. If you listen, they do communicate. All the time they're trying to tell us stuff. All we have to do is listen to them. So that means they're not just machines, so don't run them all the time. Do not run. Do a lot of slow work on things. Will you back up, please? Thank you. Also, your horse is your partner. You should have some sort of a relationship and bond with them more than just riding. Spend time out in their stalls or their pens, groom them, talk to them just for the heck of it. I think he sees himself again. Yeah. Now I lost my train of thought. How professional is this? But spend time with your horses outside of just riding them. Creates a better relationship and a bond with them. If you look at some of the top people, top girls, guys, whatever, most of them have pretty good relationships with their horses and they take very good care of them. They know their personalities, they know what they like, what they don't like. Do that with your horses. I guess we're done. I don't have much to say. He's saying, Mom, can we please go home? Because it is 10:24 at night. I know most people don't really care about my opinion, but I wanted to share it anyway because somebody's got to say things, you know, and not everybody listens, but I sure as heck try. Chief, do you want to say hi? Hi. What is Dash doing? He's rubbing himself on the tractor. We're underneath him. This is the underside of Dash.